Hey guys, kinggath here with a bit of news. Now that's the 3-dog opening from Fallout 3. Don't think I'm going to keep using that, but I do need a new opening for when I do news videos because I have a lot more to cover than Sim Settlements anymore. So in this news video, I do have some Settlements news, and I've got news for Workshop Plus and Workshop Framework. So let's get right into it. First up is that thank you all for grabbing onto Workshop Plus and Workshop Framework, pushing those up to the hot files for the week. I think it's really important we get broad adoption of Workshop Framework in order to encourage mod authors to feel comfortable using it. And to that end, I've been very busy hunting bugs and taking out all the conflicts you guys have found. So I did some massive updates this week, put out a big patch today that should address the majority of issues you guys have reported. Please continue to report any issues. My plan is to make those two mods my primary focus until they're both at a very, very stable state, and then I will move back to heavy edits to Sim Settlements. Now, that's not to say we're not going to have patches for Sim Settlements. We absolutely will have regularly scheduled patches. They just might be less bug fixes and more of the content fixes that the rest of the team's working on until I get the Workshop Framework and Workshop Plus in a very, very good spot. So let's talk about some changes to those two mods. So first up, Workshop Framework is now compatible with the Basement Living, Unique NPCs, and Better Settlers, which were all reported. I am currently in talks with IDAC to get USS, and that's Uncapped Settlement Surplus, fixed, or at least a version of it released that will work with Workshop Framework. And beyond that, I think most mods you all have reported that might have conflicted should be fixed with the 1.03 update, so definitely grab that. Now let's talk Workshop Plus. So Workshop Plus has a couple of new features in the update today, one of which is that you now have unlimited carry capacity while in Workshop mode, and just like all the other character editing features, you can turn it off in the holotape or MCM. And then I added a new feature that somebody suggested on the forums, which I really liked, which was a way to turn off the timescale automatically when you enter Workshop mode. It's something that Place Everywhere has, but for those of you on Xbox, that's not an option, or for those of you not using F4 SE, maybe you don't have that. So now you have the option to set the time to freeze when you go into Workshop mode, and you can also toggle it with a hotkey if you're using MCM. Now I decided that just the timescale, which for those of you who don't know, timescale controls how quickly the day-night cycle passes. I thought that wasn't quite enough, so I went ahead and had it freeze animation time as well. So you'll see that all the characters freeze in place. Now the benefit to that is that when you need to reassign people, it can become a big headache to figure out where the hell everybody is, and they're moving around doing their jobs or just wandering while you're trying to get them jobs. Now everyone will freeze in place so you can quickly assign them. And so that can be toggled with a hotkey, or you can turn it on and off to happen automatically when you enter Workshop mode in the holotape or in MCM. Now that option is disabled by default because it is something that could mess with other mods with the timescale thing, so it might not be for everybody. But if you want to try it out and see how it works, I think it's pretty fun. It hasn't caused any issues that I'm aware of with Sim Settlements for our testers, though due to the rapidity I'm getting out these updates, we haven't tested it as thoroughly as some of the other features in there. I've also fixed some of the toggle hotkeys. I know prior to this update, 1.0.1a of Workshop Plus, there was a problem with toggling the speed via hotkey. That should be fixed now. All right, so now let's talk Sim Settlements. So a couple of things with Sim Settlements. One is that the voting has wrapped up for the initial part of the September City Plan Contest. I'm currently working with the finalists to get videos and everything put together, so if you didn't get a contact from you didn't make it to the finals, but that's okay because the October contest has started, and I apologize for not getting a video out announcing that sooner. Unfortunately, my voice was completely decimated from the live stream last week where I talked without drinking water for several hours. Very rookie mistake, and then I got a cold right after that, so this is the first day I've been able to speak with any length of time. So the October City Plan Contest is underway. You have until the 28th of October to get your entries in. If you have never built a city plan and are interested in trying your hand, it's not much different than building any other settlement. Head to the simsettlements.com forums and we can give you the information you need to compete in the City Plan Contest. For the October contest, your choices of settlements are Starlight Drive-In and Sunshine Tidings Co-op. So I'm very excited to see this month's entries. I'm also very excited to finish up the final round of judging for the September contest. Expect those builds to go up in a video tour sometime next week, and we'll open up the voting to everyone with a simsettlements.com forum account. So if you'd like to vote in that contest, head over to the forums and make sure you've got an account set up, and you'll be able to vote on that. All right, and then the last thing to talk about regarding Sim Settlements is that many of you guys have requested a video tutorial series on the Builder's Toolkit. And while I've done a few of them, I've never done anything in depth. And now I still am not. I don't quite have the time available to do all that. Captain Coots, who's a well-known mod author and add-on pack author in the Sim Settlements community, has started to do just that. So he's got a Twitch live stream that he's doing, and he's posted those videos on YouTube. I'm going to link to both in the description and possibly in the corner right now, depending on how many links I've already posted you guys. And that will go to show you guys who have been looking for an opportunity to start working with the Builder's Toolkit and making your own add-on packs for Sim Settlements. You now have a resource that's open to the public that is in video form that you guys have been asking for, so that you can learn alongside him. Now, he does a lot of the beginner stuff. He also likes to do experiments with new things and is happy to answer questions when he's streaming. So if you guys are interested in trying your hand at add-on pack building, I highly recommend you check out his stuff. All right, and then lastly, before I forget, I do want to talk about Workshop Plus and Workshop Framework a little bit longer. One is that Workshop Plus is now open source. It is on GitHub. I posted a link on the Nexus page. I'll probably post it in the description of this video as well. And then I want to talk about it in regards to Xbox players. A lot of you have been asking if I'm going to release these mods there. I already have, but you have to find them in the work in progress section, and that's because it's very, very difficult for me to troubleshoot mods on Xbox. So I prefer to release all of my new mods on PC first for a while, see how they go, and then after we've got most of the bugs worked out, I will move them to Xbox. This time I decided to just go ahead and post them immediately on the workshop work in progress section, so that you guys are aware there might be some bugs, might be some very bad bugs that you need to roll back your saves for. So if you're on Xbox and looking for these mods, you can try them out now. Just go to Bethesda's website, go to mods up in the corner. If you pull down the menu, you'll find there's a section with mods. And under there, you can search for mods, even in the work in progress section, and favorite them, and then they'll be downloadable on your Xbox. But yeah, guys, that's quite the long news video. Like I said, these news videos are going to be a little more broad in topic now that I have more mods to cover. And I hope to continue to release other smaller mods to embrace the Workshop framework and tackle some new things I couldn't do prior with Sim Settlements. All right, guys, thank you once again for getting these new mods out and for taking the time to watch the live stream I did last Friday. So, as always, guys, take care and enjoy the mods.